Boom! Welcome to my new video, and we are talking about counter intuitive super trend strategy. And this is not for somebody who is wanting to be in front of the system and keep on looking at that minute system, market movements, and want to do some small profits. Today I'm going to talk about a strategy for working professionals. And if you are somebody who is looking for a long-term strategy, this video is for you. If you want to beat mutual funds and you are a working professional, this strategy is for you. So you are somebody who goes to work at 9, comes back by 7, and you have no time to sit in front of the system, but really are interested, committed, and wanting better returns. This video is for you. So let us start. So awesome. Before I get into the live demonstration, I want to tell you what is a super trend. So super trend is a trend following indicator. And when I was making this PPT, I just figured out that I have so many content that I need to make for you who's watching this. So that is the one that I'm currently talking is about what is trend following and how can that be used in trading. So that video is coming up. But for this, just know that super trend is a trend following indicator. Before I get into my live demonstration and show you some magic, if you are a first timer, hit the bell button, hit the subscribe button so that you get access to my further videos and you participate in the comments. Awesome. So get into the live demonstration. Are you excited? I am excited because when I started, I was not having this kind of a facility to learn, do, and profit. Now, I don't want my friends, close friends, you're all my friends and family, and I don't want you to be deprived of this opportunity. I know there are people out there who charge crazy amounts of money to share strategies which doesn't work. But I want to take best of the best strategies even to a common man and let him not be deprived of making daily profits. So super cool. I am now getting into my charts. Okay, all right, charts are already open. Okay, so listen to this very carefully because most of you who are watching this will need this, and this is called counter intuitive counter trend super trend indicator. So trend is the one that keeps on going like this. If you are watching my screen, so trend is something which keeps on going like this, and what we are now doing is when the trend is going like this and there is a small dip, we are going to buy there. I'll show you with the super trend indicator and how to place the super indicator. I'll also show you that. If you are on Zerodha or any other indicator, go to studies and click on super trend. You will find this. Just click on this. You will find period and multiplier. Don't worry much about that. Just click on the basic default settings. If it is 10.3 in your system, change it to 7.3. Click on done. So now we have super trend indicator ready. Now what next? So I have taken Asian Paints. So stock selection for this particular strategy is very simple. You just have to look at Nifty 50 composition. How do you do that? Go to money control, find Nifty 50 compositions. You will find stocks comprising of Nifty 50. Can you see this index composition? All of this. So I have just taken Asian Paints, Bajaj Auto and Axis Bank. So for this example, let's look at Asian Paints first. So we are now at some particular point back in the history to try our strategy. I'll give you what this is all about. So basically what I want you to notice are two lines. How many lines? Two lines, green line and red line. Okay. So are you seeing this red line? And another important point is, for this particular, since we are looking at long-term investment and there's no shorting, we are not going to sell first and buy later. We are only going to buy first, then sell later, because we are talking about long term. All right. So I am now just scrolling through one of the best example for me to show you. So here you go. So we are on this particular day, which is 2012 and 320. Every day the market closes at 320. That's what it is showing as 320. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm sorry. It is 20th March 2012, and we are seeing that if I just give you a better look of this, you can see that there was a green line and this candle hit the green line but closed above the green line. We are looking at close above the green line, and if the candle is green, the better, but nevertheless it is fine. You don't have to worry about that, as long as the candle is closing above the super trend green line. In this case, we call this as wick. The wick is the part, for example, in this candle, the wick is the top upper body. It's also called shadow, and this is the real body. Okay, so candlesticks, you have so many videos. I don't want to make another video on just candlesticks, understanding candlesticks. You will be able to find that in other videos. You can refer some good videos. So, but understand that. So on this particular day, what happened is, this particular candle hit our green line, our friend. We call this our friend, but it did not close below. It closed above. If it had closed below, I want to share you some secret. If it had closed below, then you would have actually got a red line. The super trend would have changed from buy to sell. Okay. So now this is our classic entry. What do we do here? We keep the low of this particular candle as our stop loss and high of this as our entry point. What is the high of this? 307.1. We will take it as 307.2. 307.2 is our entry point. So prepared 307.2, 307.2. What is the stop loss for this? Look at what the stop loss is for this. Low is 300.1. Okay, 300. We will take it as 300, and we got to know that the stop loss. So initial total stop loss is going to be 7.2. If you lose, you will lose 7 points. I am assuming in this case that we are having 50,000 rupees in our hand, and what we are going to do is, we will calculate our quantity based on how much capital we have and what's the total risk that we are taking. So initial risk is 7.2 rupees, which means we will eventually be able to buy only E2 is divided by 10. Okay, E2 divided by, this has to be our capital, okay, divided by initial stop loss, and I'll decrease the. Okay, we are buying 6,944. That's the total risk capital. I'm sorry, this has to be a risk capital. I will have to come make another video only on capital and risk capital. I know many people will not be able to get this from this video, but I am fine. I know that there are good people who will wait for my next video where I explain capital and risk capital and then come back and understand this better. But for the benefit of all of us, so in the real scenario, what will happen is I'll explain that also. So capital deployed is going to be your quantity into buy entry. It is 2,13,000. But the net loss that you can make, you would have made if the trade goes against you, is just 50,000 rupees. So that's all the risk capital and the capital is actually. Okay, now go back to my example and we are looking at 1:2 and 1:4. Once it moves to 1:2, we will move our stop loss to cost. Alright, in fact, you can move it to 1:1 when the stock moves to 1:1, you can move your stop loss to cost. Okay, so here in this case, what is our 1:2? Let's quickly calculate and we'll close this. So 307, 300, 7 points. So let me come back to this. 1:2 is okay, 1:2 is going to be 307. 307 plus into bracket this 7 into 2. Have we hit 1:4 is going to be 307 plus into this into 4. Alright. Okay, so 321, has it come? I'm getting confused between 321. Yes, it has come. Have we also got 336? Yes, 336 has also come. So we have achieved both the targets in this. Okay, so I am assuming that we will take okay, we will have I'll do it here itself. Sell exit 1 and sell exit 2. So which means we are dividing our exiting at 2 points, one at 1:2, the other one at 1:4. So in this case 322, 336, 322, 336, and we will have 2 profit 1 and profit 2. Profit 2 is going to be your sell exit minus quantity into divided by 2 into sell exit 2 minus buy entry. Same is the case with this. What we are going to do here is we are dividing our by 2 into bracket sell exit 1 minus buy entry. So 51. So how much profit did we make in this total? So we have made 1.5 lakhs. Is this good? Is this a good profit? Okay, awesome. So what we do in our high-end mastermind, where we all join, we connect on WhatsApp, Instagram, and not Instagram. I'm talking about which is that Telegram. So we keep looking for stocks. But one of the challenge with this particular strategy is you don't get opportunities quite often. So what you need to do is there has to be a team who works between us, and we also do a stock selection very interestingly, and there are some cautions that also needs to be taken. So what we do is we all keep sharing our this thing, and these are the guys who have actually taken training from me, and they've gone for I mean they're all high end, they're interested in learning more, they want to make more profits. So we keep tossing the stock that has hit a counter trend and coming up for a buy now. So for example, as soon as this signal is triggered, evening we get a message saying next day we have a buy entry for this particular stock at this price and stop loss is this. All of us go for buy and then we make profits. Isn't that a cool idea? So that's the power of mastermind. We all think alike and we all help each other. So all right, so now I am now getting into my second trade with this strategy. Now we completed this. I will have to look for another setup like that. And here you go. This is not a profitable strategy. So I am not here to just show you some profits here and there. All right. So here high 371. Stop loss was 366. And we will have both exits as, yeah, we got exited here. So what is the 1:1? 371. What was our initial stop loss? Initial stop loss was it needs to be calculated. Alright, so we have 5 as our initial stop loss. We will come to this part. We need sell exit 1 so that this gets triggered. Okay, so 5, which means 371 plus 5 is 376. Have we got 376 in this? High is 371, 376 has just come. If we actually calculate it correctly, it would have reached, but nevertheless we are taking this as loss because I want you to look at how this can actually be loss making strategy. So 366, we exited 366, 366, and what is the quantity for this now? How do I calculate quantity? Okay, quantity for this is, sorry, this is 50,000. Okay, that's how the problem was. Got it. So we are talking about 25, 50,000 loss. That's what we had looked at. Okay, so now we will get into the next trade. When do we get the next trade? We should have a green line below us, that is our friend, and there has to be one candle which pierces and closes above. So there is an exception to this. The exception to this is the candle should not be like this. So the wick should not be so long, the shadow should not be so long. Okay, so then that doesn't get qualified. I'll go to the next best setup that we can see. If I'm looking at okay, so I can see this, but okay, another combination that you can look at is you can actually choose a weekly and a daily for better results. So you should have looked at weekly first and then see where the super trend is positive, and only when the super trend is in the positive side you can look for your buys. Okay, so we are now here again. So look at this. High is 513, 501, 513, 501, 513, 501, 513, 501. Sell exit is then what is my quantity? My quantity is going to be 50,000 divided by 12. Okay, and what is my 1:2 and 1:4? 1:4 should have also come. 561 has 561 come here. Looking at 561 has come easily. So another point, I mean, now I am looking at this, I think we should have a strategy to trail the stop loss. So if you guys can come up with an idea where we can trail the stop loss, that's when you actually make a lot of profits in a trend following strategy. I'll come back to that in the next video where I'll give you a strategy to trail the stop loss, keep on trailing the stop loss. So in fact, one of my trading friend was telling me that Shankar, you should actually book just one for liquidation and remaining you should keep on trailing because you don't know till where the profits can go. So we have 537 and 561, 537 and 561, 537, 561. Okay, we made another 1.5 lakh. Now back again. Okay, we are looking for our trend is our friend. We got it here. High 762, 720, 762, 720, 719 actually, 762, 719, and looks like we have a merry of profits again. Yes, so look at what is the, did we look at our quantity? Quantity is 213. I don't know why. Is it because it's not 50,000? Yes, it is. So if I scroll this down, I'll get this 1163. Here 934 should have come. 934 has not come. Interesting. Okay, very interesting. 934 has not come. 1:4 has not come here. So we are talking about 848, and we exited cost. Not cost, sorry. We exited the trailing stop loss. After 1:2 is it, we can look at the super trend, this thing, and this is at 834. So again we have made some 90,000 rupees in Asian Paints. So we are looking at again one more, and then we'll go back to Axis Bank just to see if we can get stocks like this, opportunities like this. Here you go again, one more 1.5 lakhs for 1:4, but we can get more. And I'm looking at any other. Here the next signal has not crossed this, so we are not going to buy this. Then looking at any other signal that I can quickly show you so that you are very thorough with this strategy. Yes, here you go. We have one more here, and looks like we have got 1:4 again. Okay, so coming back to Axis Bank, here you go. This is how the Axis Bank daily strategy is looking like. You have one here making profits. Okay, this was a recent, and now I am looking at another one. Okay, so this is one here, looks like it's a loss or 1:1, whatever that could be. So guys, please go back, do your backtesting, and let me know how was your backtesting. And nevertheless, it's not about small losses, it's all about one couple of big profits and being okay with some small losses. Trading is all about being okay with small little losses, and it's all about making big profits. Okay, all right, I'll come back to you with a much more powerful strategy in my next video. Till then, I'm not closing this. I have some more slides to discuss. I'm sorry about that. So that was a live demonstration, and I think I have covered. I would have most probably covered this. So I told you that you can trade on multiple time frames. I have a video which is already made on different time frames that you can check weekly, daily. What are the time combinations? So check that video, and keep the risk reward as 1:2 for one target, and you need to know something called R multiple. And as I told you, more videos your way. Keep the trailing stop loss for another lot. I spoke about after 1:4, another one. And most importantly, don't trade illiquid stocks, because you will not get any liquidity. When you want to exit, you don't know if you don't have a buyer. So most important, where do you think traders fail? They look for 3 or 4 trades, and out of which there will be some 2 or 3 losses typically, and they quit. But my challenge to you is, can you take this up and test this on 100 trades, back test, and forward test for 100 trades? Share the results. I know this is very interesting, but I want you to work on this. If you want profits, you need to work on this. Guys, if you found this useful, you need to pay it forward. You cannot keep it with you. Please share. I have spent tons of money on learning these strategies, and I want to share this with you. And I want you to do a favor, which is helping yourself by helping a friend who is in need. Thank you, and ask your questions in the comments, and just let me know what is it that you are looking at. Let me know in the comments. Is it intraday strategy or long-term strategy? I'll make videos on those topics. That comes to an end of this particular powerful video. See you in my next video. Till then, happy trading, keep making profits. Don't go down if you are making a small loss, and don't allow yourself to make a big loss. Just know that trading is all about being okay with small losses and having big profits. See you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.